Join us on an incredible astral adventure as the Artemis II mission takes humanity back to the moon. The crew of 4 astronauts, Reid Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen, continue their historic 10-day journey aboard NASA's Orion Spacecraft, performing a deep space checkout of systems and capturing breathtaking views of the lunar far side. In this video, 000 Artemis II Crew Overview and Mission Objectives 230, Life Inside the Orion Spacecraft 5.15, Approaching the Moon, Lunar Flyby Highlights 8 Deep Space Systems Testing. This 10-day trip around the moon is the next big step before landing on the lunar surface. Witness the journey as we head back to the moon. Artemis, NASA, Orion Spacecraft, Moon Mission, Astral Adventure, Space News, Artemis. The Artemis II mission is the first crewed flight of NASA's Artemis program, marking the return of humans to the vicinity of the moon for the first time in over 50 years. Launched on April 1st, 2026, the 10-day test flight serves as a critical bridge toward landing humans on the lunar surface later this decade. NASA Gov mission timeline and current status. As of today, April 9th, 2026, the crew is on flight day 9, nearing the end of their journey. Launch. The mission lifted off from Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39B aboard the Space Launch System, SLS rocket. Lunar flyby, April 6th. The crew successfully completed a lunar flyby, coming within 4,067 miles of the surface. During this phase, they broke the all-time record for human distance from Earth, reaching 252,756 miles. Current focus. The astronauts are currently performing their final full day of deep space operations, including stowing gear and conducting entry procedure reviews. Splashdown planned. Re-entry is scheduled for April 10th, 2026 at approximately 8:07 p.m. EDT. The Orion capsule is expected to splash down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego, California, where the USS John P. Murtha is waiting for recovery. The crew of Integrity. The crew named their Orion spacecraft Integrity to honor the global team effort behind the mission. National Air and Space Museum. National Air and Space Museum Commander Reid Wiseman, NASA, a Navy veteran leading the 4-person team. Pilot Victor Glover, NASA, the first person of color to travel to the moon. Mission Specialist Christina Koch, NASA, the first woman to travel to the moon. Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen, CSA, the first non-American Canadian to venture into deep space. Key scientific and technical tests. Unlike the uncrewed Artemis worm, this mission is testing environmental control and life support systems, ECLSS, with humans on board. National Air and Space Museum optical communications demonstrating the O2O laser system, which allows for high-speed video and data transmission back to Earth. In-space eclipse. On flight day 6, the crew witnessed a rare total solar eclipse from space, observing the sun's corona as it passed behind the moon. Biological studies. Experiments like Avatar, using organ-on-a-chip technology, are studying how deep space radiation affects human tissue. As of the morning of Thursday, April 9th, 2026, the Orion spacecraft Integrity is on its final full day in space, rapidly closing the distance to Earth for its scheduled return tomorrow. Real-time mission tracking. You can track Orion's live telemetry, including speed and precise altitude, through the Artemis Real-Time Orbit website, AROU, or the NASA mobile app, nasa.gov. Current distance from Earth, approximately 160,000 miles and decreasing. Current speed, accelerating due to Earth's gravity, currently traveling at just under 2,500 mph. Today's activities. The crew is performing a manual piloting demonstration and preparing the reaction control system RCS engines to steer the heat shield for re-entry. Splashdown and recovery operations. The mission is scheduled to conclude with a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean on Friday, April 10th, 2026 at 8:07 p.m. EDT, 5:07 p.m. PDT, NASA Plus recovery location. The splashdown zone is situated off the coast of San Diego, California, specifically between San Clemente Island and Catalina Island. The recovery ship, the USS John P. Murtha LPD-26, an amphibious transport dock, is already on station at the recovery site. The recovery team, HSC-23 Seahawk helicopters, will track Orion during its descent and transport the astronauts from the capsule to the ship. Navy divers, EODGRU-1, specialized divers will secure the capsule and tow it into the ship's well deck. Post-splashdown, the crew is expected to be on board the ship within 2 hours of landing for medical evaluations. Tomorrow, Friday, April 10th, 2026, the Artemis II crew will face the most dangerous phase of their mission, re-entry. Traveling at 25,000 mph, the Orion spacecraft will slam into the atmosphere, relying on its heat shield to survive temperatures nearly half as hot as the sun. NASA.gov, splashdown timeline, April 10th, 2026. The entire re-entry process from space to the ocean takes less than 30 minutes. Time, EDT, event description, 7:40 p.m. module separation. The crew module separates from the service module. 7:50 p.m. entry interface. Orion hits the atmosphere at 40,000 km/h, 25,000 down from me. 7:52 p.m. peak heating external temperatures reach 5,000 degrees, 2,060 degrees. 7:55 p.m. blackout ends. Communication resumes as the plasma sheath around the capsule dissipates. 8:03 p.m. parachute deployed drogue chutes open at 25,000 ft, followed by the main chutes. 8:07 p.m. splashdown Orion lands in the Pacific Ocean at roughly 17 pray. How the heat shield works. The 16.5-foot wide shield is the largest of its kind and uses a specialized material called AVCOAT. A space capsule re-enters the Earth's atmosphere, causing the heat shield to glow from the friction of tremendous speed. Elements of this image, courtesy of NASA, licensed by Google Ablation Strategy. Instead of just absorbing heat, the AVCOAT material is designed to char and burn away in a controlled manner. This process, called ablation, carries the extreme energy away from the spacecraft, keeping the interior cabin at a comfortable room temperature. Compression versus friction. While often described as friction, most of the heat is actually caused by extreme air compression. Because Orion is traveling so fast, the air molecules cannot move out of the way fast enough, creating a superheated shock wave in front of the blunt shield. Skip entry. To reduce G-forces on the crew, Orion may perform a skip maneuver, briefly dipping into the atmosphere and popping back up like a stone on water to dissipate speed before the final descent. As of today, Thursday, April 9th, 2026, the Artemis II crew is on their final full day in deep space, preparing for their high-speed return to Earth tomorrow. The mission has been a historic success, marking the first time humans have ventured beyond Earth orbit since 1972. NASA live broadcast details. NASA will provide comprehensive live coverage of the mission's conclusion on Friday, April 10th, 2026. Where to watch? Stream live on the NASA YouTube channel, NASA Plus, and the official NASA website. Coverage start 6:30 p.m. EDT, main event splashdown. Targeted for 8:07 p.m. EDT, 5:07 p.m. PDT, NASA.gov, the medical recovery process. Once the Orion capsule integrity splashes down, a multi-stage recovery and medical evaluation process begins immediately to ensure the health of the 4 astronauts. Capsule egress and transport within roughly 2 hours of landing. Navy divers and HSC-23 Seahawk helicopters will retrieve the crew from the capsule and fly them directly to the USS John P. Murtha. Aboard the ship, the crew will proceed to a dedicated medical bay for routine post-flight checkups. NASA flight surgeons will monitor for orthostatic intolerance, dizziness or fainting upon standing after 10 days in microgravity, neurovestibular changes, issues with balance and coordination as the body readapts to Earth's gravity, radiation effects. Final readings from onboard dosimeters will be compared with the crew's immediate health status. Journey home. The crew is expected to fly